What is the cost here? 1,59,900. Correct? So if I go and click on this, so still the price is like this. And if I go and click on at buy now, okay, sorry, add to cart. One second, guys. I'm just okay. How many products I have added? 2. I should add only 1. So 1,59,900 one product. Think that it is subtotal. You are getting only 100 rupees. As of now, subtotal is coming as expected because they have tested it properly. Think that the subtotal is coming 100 rupees. So, but product cost is 1,59,000. Everyone is ready to purchase like that, right? I'm curiosity why I wanted to spend 1,59,000. It is coming for 100 rupees in Amazon portal. So everyone will buy on that particular day, and it would be huge loss to the business people who has been selling that product, correct? So it's a huge loss if that product is coming for 100 rupees, which means they haven't done proper testing. They missed doing the testing, saying that if you are adding the product of cost of 1,59,900, the total has to come with 1,59,900. If you're going for 2 products, it should go with a multiplication value. So they have missed doing the testing. That's the reason you can see some issue in the application. If you find issue in the application, there would be huge impact to the business. Think that in that sale, everyone, I think 1 lakh people bought for 100 rupees. How much loss would be for a business people who has been delivering that product? I mean, who has been giving that product for a sale? Going forward, will he come to Amazon Prime or he will go to the Flipkart domain to sell those products? There would be some deviation. The customers can be lost. They can have so much of loss in the investment. No one is ready to spend. No one is ready to give products to the Amazon portal. It's a huge loss to the customer. So we have to try to avoid those losses. For that reason, testing team is there. We are going to test that application is working fine or not. We are part of a testing community. We are going to test that everything is working fine or not. So you understand the statement of testing, why we need to do the testing?
Yes.
All clear? Am I going fast or is that okay, guys? Now,
fine.
super. So you understand what is testing. Okay. You wanted to understand where Tosca will come into picture. Okay. There are 2 ways of doing testing, guys. There are 2 teams also. If you wanted to learn Tosca and go and start your career, you will be part of different team, which is called automation testing. And there is one more team called manual testing. I'll just take this as a difference. I'll give it the difference. Then I'll jump into Tosca. Okay. What is manual testing and what is automation testing? Can anyone tell any different, I mean, any definition based on seeing that name, manual testing?
It's been done manually.
Exactly, which means you have to sit in front of the system and you have to do the calculation, you have to give the values, you have to be there in front of the system. Whatever the testing is carried out by person, that is called manual testing. Okay. Where we can do the testing manually. Okay. What is automation testing? Manual testing, you know, right? Why we are going for automation testing before I go. So there are some disadvantages in manual testing, I would tell. We are humans. We do some mistakes, correct? Agree with my statement? We are humans. We do some mistakes. We can't say everything is perfect. There would be some mistakes we will do. Some mistakes we will try to avoid doing testing there. So, so we are humans. Human errors can be avoided. And one more thing, if I ask to do testing, it will take 1 hour of time, but in between you got a call, urgent call, you have to speak, which means you have to speak and you have to go out. You have to stop your testing in between. And you have come back after 2.5 hours. Again, you need to start from scratch, which means you are taking 3 hours of time to execute that test case, to run that functionality. Manual testing, it's a huge effort you need to spend. You have to sit in front of the system. Okay, time taking. So these are the disadvantages which can be converted into advantages for automation testing. If I ask you to do testing, one time you will do all the steps properly. And the second time, if I ask you to do the same testing again and again from one day to 10th day, of course, you're going to miss some things in between. You will say that, hey, it is working fine yesterday, right? Why I need to test it? Because we are humans, we do some ignoring. Saying that anyway, it's working yesterday, right? We can ignore this step today. So that is also one disadvantage. Of course, we do agree. Even I do that same. Agree with my statement?
Yes, sir.
Super. Those all are converted into advantages for automation testing. But before I go for advantages of automation testing, as I told, manual testing is part, you have to do it manually. You have to validate it manually. But whereas automation testing is like nothing but we are going to use one of the automation tool, any automation tool. It's not like only Tosca. There are so many automation tools in the market, and you can use any automation tool to do the validation. Okay. Once you have given the instruction to automation tool, later on you need to sit in front of the system. Tool will execute the steps. You can click on run and you can go for your lunch and you can come back. The results can be shown. Okay. So automation testing can be done via any automation tool. Example, Tosca is the one of the automation tool. Okay. Clear? The advantages of automation tool. It's easier, easier and faster to execute. You know, right? Manually, if you wanted to do it, it will take time consuming. It's faster to execute. We can avoid human errors because if you give the instruction to tool, same instructions will be executed every day. Whereas manually, we can avoid something like that. Automation tool can never ignore any instructions which you already given to them. Correct? If you put an alarm at 5:30 in the morning, the alarm will work properly. It depends if the mobile is on. If mobile is off, switch off, it won't work. But as a basic terminology, you should keep mobile your on. So the tools will work properly, but you have to make the tool working properly. The same thing, as a humans, we do mistakes, but as a tool doesn't do any mistakes. It won't do any mistakes. So that is a big advantages. We can ignore human errors. Okay. So this is the difference between manual testing and automation testing. Manual testing team is different. Automation team is different. You can't, there are some situation, 90% it's different sectors and 10% only both manual tester and automation tester is one guy. Even I do manual testing and automation testing parallelly. It depends on the project, depends on my lead.